Hello Sagittarius, Sun, Rising, and Venus, and welcome to your reading. So Sag, today we're going to go over your energy as well as your person's energy. So with all that being said, Sagittarius, let's get started. How does Sagittarius currently view this relationship? All right, Sag, let's see what we got. Okay, so we do have the Tower out here, and then we also have the Fool as well as the Empress. It does appear to me that you're finally doing what you feel as though is best for you. And that does definitely involve you freeing yourself from something that's very toxic and unhealthy. So this could be referring to like a living situation. This could be referring to a job. This could be referring to a marriage, possibly a relationship. So however it applies with you and your particular situation, Sagittarius, but whatever this thing was, it was very, very toxic and unhealthy for you. And it kind of looks like you're finally deciding to do what you feel as though is best for you. You know, if this has anything to do with like a marriage and a relationship, I feel like you were too busy trying to make that person happy to the point where you completely forgot about, you know, yourself. So you were definitely prioritizing somebody else's like happiness above your own. I am definitely getting that, but it looks like you're not doing that anymore. You're not doing that anymore. You're finally doing what you feel as though is best for you. Okay, let's look at this person. How does this person currently view this relationship? Okay, so we do have the Moon. We also have the World. And then we also have the Eight of Wands out here. Okay. In regards to how this person's currently viewing this relationship, it does appear to me that this person is allowing this cycle to close out here between the two of you. In other words, they're not putting up a fight whatsoever. It's that energy of, you know what, if you want to go, then go. You know, if that's what you want to do, then you do that. You know, it has that type of, you know, feel to it. So I don't see this person, you know, I don't see this person stopping you, you know, whatsoever. Okay. How does this person, or not how does this person, how does Sagittarius currently feel? Okay. All right. A lot of you are going to start to notice a significant change within your energy. You're going to notice yourself feeling a lot lighter. A lot of you are going to notice yourself, you know, 10 times, you know, happier now that this person's, you know, not in your life anymore. You're also going to notice yourself, you know, more at peace and, you know, things of that nature. You're just going to notice overall like a positive, significant change within your energy. I'm also getting that other people are going to notice the significant change, you know, within you as well. So just based off of, you know, this decision of yours as far as like leaving this marriage is concerned, this relationship is concerned, it already essentially has you feeling like you're making the right decision just by this drastic shift that's transpiring within you. And it's a positive one, you know, at that. And with the star coming out here, the star is all about following your true north, being on the path that Spirit basically wants you on. So that's kind of telling me that for a while, Spirit has been encouraging you to leave this marriage and a relationship and or job. And it looks like you're finally doing it. All right, how does this person feel? We have the Knight of Swords, we have the Chariot out here, and then we also have the Wheel of Fortune. Well, it kind of looks like this one can't let you go. It kind of looks like this one over here just can't let you go. It kind of looks like they were okay with it over here, somewhat okay with it. I just kind of feel like this person didn't want to like stop you like from doing like what you wanted to do. And I also feel like they didn't want to be that type of person to like beg you to like stay with them and not leave them and things like that. But it just kind of looks like they just can't let you go. Okay. So I do see this person definitely running after you. Now with the Wheel of Fortune coming out here, they feel pretty confident, okay, that all of this is going to unfold exactly the way that they want it to unfold. So if this person's running after you because they want a reconciliation with you, they feel like they're going to end up getting that reconciliation with you. If this person doesn't want to lose you as an employee, what they're about to essentially offer you may be hard for you to essentially say no to if this is you leaving a job, for example. So this person feels, right, that they're going to end up getting the outcome that they essentially want with you, whether that's getting you to go back to working for this company or getting back, you know, together if this has anything to do with love. All right, what actions? Okay. So we do have the Queen of Swords, We do have the Three of Wands, and then we also have the Ace of Pentacles out here. At the bottom of the deck, we do have the Strength card, we do have the Hierophant, and then we also have the Sun out here. Okay. Alrighty. In regards to how you plan on moving forward, I do see the opportunity as far as the two of you getting back together is concerned presenting itself, you know, to you. And, you know, I do see you thinking long and hard about this. This does not represent a yes, but it also doesn't represent a no either. It kind of looks like you just need some time to really think about it. Now, if this has anything to do with like, you leaving, you know, a job, for prime example, well, whatever it is that this person is essentially offering you, it seems like a really, really good offer. And I do see you definitely thinking long and hard about it. Again, it's not a yes, but it's also not a no either. With the Sun to the Hierophant coming out here to the Strength card, I do see you deciding to do what you essentially feel in the end you should essentially be doing. And I do see you making the right decision, whatever that might be, whether that's getting back with this person or not, or taking, you know, this job opportunity or not. I do see you doing what you feel as though is best for you at the end of the day. So in the end, you will essentially make the right decision. It just kind of looks like, I need to look at this Star card here because I feel like there's a reason why you were divinely guided to do this to begin with. So let's look into that. Because there's a reason why you were divinely guided to do this. All right. It kind of looks like you needed to, like, let's say, for example, this has something to do with like leaving a marriage and a relationship. It kind of looks like you were divinely guided to essentially do this, leave this marriage, leave this relationship. And I feel like the primary reason why you were divinely guided to possibly leave this person could have a lot to do with, you know, them essentially realizing that they don't want to essentially be without you, or them essentially realizing that it's time for them to change. If not, they're never going to see you ever again. You know what I mean? And that is what's sparking the change within this person, because you were divinely guided to do this. That's telling me that you made the right decision by walking away from whatever this thing is. Even if this has everything to do with like a job, for prime example, maybe it took this company losing you to realize, oh shit, I really don't want to essentially be without Sag. Let me send this offer in their direction to see if I could try to get them back. You know what I mean? Whether that's, you know, them giving you a raise, or them giving you the schedule that you essentially wanted, whatever the case may be, because I see you getting what you want in the end. Whether it's out of this company, or out of this marriage and a relationship, like I see you getting what it is that you essentially wanted in the end. It kind of looks like you had to walk away from it first, though, in order for you to essentially get what you want out of this deal in the end. So yeah, dude, if this has anything to do with you leaving like a marriage or relationship, you're going to get exactly what you want, you know, out of this person. It just kind of looks like you needed to walk away first in order to get what it is that you essentially wanted out of this person, your marriage and a relationship with them. Same applies if this is you walking away from, like, you know, a company. Kind of looks like it took them losing you to be like, oh man, you know what, on second thought, we really cannot do this without Sagittarius. You know what, let me just send this offer in their direction and see what they say. I feel like this offer that's presenting itself to you, it's going to be hard to say no. It's going to be hard to say no, but nonetheless, I do see you thinking long and hard about it. Okay, let's see. What actions? Okay. So, yeah, if this has anything to do with like you leaving, I feel like that's probably why you're thinking long and hard about this. That kind of makes a little bit more sense. Because if this has anything to do, dude, with like you leaving like a company, for prime example, I feel like this person to the right of me, this manager of yours, right? This boss of yours, I feel like this person's trying like their best to essentially work with you. So that's kind of telling me that to a certain extent, they're going to give you somewhat of what you want, but then there might be like one thing that you don't like about this, you know, opportunity, is what I'm gathering. there might be like one or two things that you may not like about this opportunity that's presenting itself to you, or this offer that's presenting itself to you. So for example, like they might, you know, give you a raise, but unfortunately you have to work on the weekends. You may not like that. You may not like that, but you know, you're still getting a raise. You're still getting more money. You got to work on the weekends, and you're just like, yeah, I don't know. I'll think about it, you know? You know, so if a raise is what you essentially wanted, well, technically speaking, you're getting what it is that you want. But I feel like there's like a catch to this. I feel like there is a catch to this. Like, well, you're going to have to work on the weekends though. That's the only thing, you know, and you're just like, I don't know if I want to fucking work on the weekends. I don't know about that. Like, if this has anything to do with like a marriage, or a relationship, I do see this person being very realistic, and honest and transparent with you. You know, I do see this person conveying to you that, you know, they don't want to lose you or be without you. And I do see this person recognizing, especially with this, that they knew that they do need to change. They do need to stop doing this. They do need to stop doing that, but they're going to be very realistic with you. You know, they feel like, realistically speaking, it's going to take some time, you know, for them to, you know, get their act together, which it's one of those things where it's like, let's just say hypothetically speaking, this person has like some type of like addiction. Let's just say that they do. They have every intentions, you know, of making this like addiction a thing of the past, but realistically speaking, they know that it's going to take some time, you know, before they are able to like overcome this addiction that they have, you know, if they do have an addiction. Or this person might tell you, you know what, it was wrong of me to like raise my voice at you. You know what, like, I'm going to try my hardest to not do that again. Like, I'm not going to tell you I'm never going to do it again, but I swear, like, I'm going to try my hardest to not do it again. And if I do find myself doing it, I'm going to check myself and I'm going to apologize to you immediately. Like, there's something about them being very realistic with you and transparent with you and honest with you. It's not, you know, them coming in telling you, I promise I'm never going to do this ever again. It's more so like, I'm going to work at this. And if I fuck up and I slip up, I'm just letting you know, like, I'm sorry, but I'm going to work on this. You know what I mean? Like, I'm going to overcome this addiction. And if I slip up, like, I'm really, really sorry. I'm just trying my best here. Like, or if they, like, I don't know, like, raise their voice at you. Like, if I do raise my voice at you in the future, like, I'm sorry. And it's something that I'm going to work on. And I can't guarantee you that I'm never going to do it again. You know, I might get really mad and do it again. You know, and if I do, I apologize in advance. But I'm going to work at it. You know what I mean? Like, that's kind of what I see happening here in this conversation between you and this person. Okay, so with that being said, that is what I have for you. Hopefully the reading helped, hopefully it resonated, and I will see you guys in your next reading. Bye.